My name is Wendy. I'm 37 years old. I am a mother to one little girl. And this is very awkward, but I'm starting this channel in an attempt to meet other people that have been struggling with similar issues that I have been struggling with. I want this to be a place of understanding, a place of comfort, and a safe space for people that wish to share their own experiences with chronic illness and pain. Let's see. So, I'll begin my story. I guess, I don't know how far back to go, but here we go. And I'm terribly afraid and ashamed to share a lot of this, but I really, I don't really have much friends, and I've kind of isolated and cut a lot of people out of my life, or, dealing with everything I've been dealing with. Friendship was one of the last things, I considered, keeping, a thriving friendship around, or, just, I don't know. So, alright, I'm 37 years old, and I am a addict in recovery. I've been sober now from opiates and opioids for about 6.5 years. After having my daughter, I was diagnosed with postpartum thyroiditis, and so at the time, the next day following giving birth to my daughter, I was diagnosed with this and was put on thyroid medication, levothyroxine, 0.50 micrograms, I think is what it was. And so I was on this medication, and then I was taken off of it by my primary care because my thyroid had become hyper. And then after that, really nothing was done for many, 2 years, I think. Because I had started complaining a lot about fatigue, horrible fatigue that I was experiencing, weight gain, depression, anxiety, which those two have always been a part of my life. For as long as I can remember, I've been anxious. Ever since 5 years old, I've struggled with anxiety. So that's nothing new to me, but it's still bothersome. It's still not comfortable. So anyhow, after many years of getting my thyroid tested and my thyroid levels were normal, I started seeing the nurse practitioner within my primary care doctor's practice, because he, I believe, is winding down, starting to halfway retire or half retirement. And luckily, the nurse practitioner was a woman, and not to disregard male physicians or male nurses, male doctors, none of that, but I felt like I was more understood by this female nurse practitioner than the male doctor that I had been seeing within that practice. The first time I saw her, I gave her my list of complaints, everything that was going on with me, and she saw that I hadn't been tested for, as far as my thyroid goes, for TSH levels, which, to my knowledge, is getting it's pretty much being tested for autoimmune thyroid disorders. And when the test came back, it showed that I had Hashimoto's thyroiditis. So basically, what that means is my immune system is actively like pretty much trying to murder my thyroid. And even though my T4 and T3 levels are coming out normal, my TSH level, which was never tested, was really bad. I don't remember the numbers, it's been so many years. But anyhow, well, I guess this was about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, 3 years actually. And so I was started again on levothyroxine at 0.50 micrograms or 0.005 milligrams. And so, dealt with that for a while, and I started encountering more pain in my lower back, more pain in my joints, and really intense itchiness, all over my body, especially when I would get hot or humid. I was tested several times for like lupus and rheumatoid factor, and nothing comes up. Here I am, like 3.5 years after that diagnosis, and the past year especially, I don't know if it's from like, the what's going on, in our currently on the planet with this virus that's, really bad, but I don't know if that caused me more stress and therefore I can't say that word, exacerbated. It made my symptoms worse. I feel like it did. I don't know. Or maybe that's just the natural progression of whatever it is I have is doing. So I went from being able to hold a full-time job as a caregiver, and I really, really love my job. I love helping people. I love making a difference in people's lives, and I, after working there for 3 years, I had to quit due to my, ailments and the symptoms I have. I still have no answers for, and I'm like having to wait to see a rheumatologist until November. I've been waiting for this appointment for the better part of a year. And my symptoms just seem to spiral and get worse. I decided to go back to school back to college, to university, because I had, my symptoms had gone away for like a good 6 weeks. And at this point I had been having flare-ups like every 2 weeks, there was very little rest regarding the flare-ups. It was almost constant, and I stopped eating sugar and gluten and really watching everything I put in my body, because it seemed like food was even causing these reactions. And so after not eating sugar and gluten and various other things, my symptoms had gone away for a good part of like 6 weeks. And I then decided, okay, it's time. I need to go back to university and finally get my degree. I started back in this August of 2021, and I was doing great. I had my good grades and everything. And the first week of September, second week, I don't remember. First or second week of September, my daughter caught a cold in school. And it's just a little cold, she got over it. She missed 1 day of school and was back at school the next day, totally normal. My partner also got it, and he was, still able to like work, and it wasn't a big deal to him. But for me, I got it, and it took me down for the better part of 2 weeks. it affected my mental state so much. Like, I had made so much progress in therapy, using cognitive behavioral therapy, and, really trying to relearn, not relearn, but yes, retrain my brain to not think in black and white and, or in absolutes. And I was doing so great. And when I got sick, that little cold, threw me for a loop. I feel like I still am in a perpetual flare-up since then. The brain fog that I've experienced with this last flare-up has been just terrifying. There's moments I'm having conversation. I'm sure it's happened now while recording, but I just lose my train of thought. I forget what I'm talking about. I don't remember where I put things. I've lost so many things in the past, couple of weeks. And so it made my ability to just do school extremely difficult. That paired with the horrible fatigue, the horrible pain, and the fear, the fear of the unknown, where I'm waking up every day and I have this sense of impending doom. Like, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna be okay? Is my daughter gonna have a mom? And these things just impacts me so much. And I know I'm not the only one going through something like this. I know that autoimmune diseases, disorders, whatever the proper name for them is, I know they're very hard to diagnose, and I know that the longer that you go without a proper diagnosis, the more damage that's being done to your body. And, it's gotten to the point where I'm in bed most of the time, and I feel like I'm not a good mom because I can't do, or I've been having difficulty doing simple things that most moms can just easily do. I feel like I'm failing my partner. I just feel like I'm failing at life. And I know it's not my fault, but it feels like it. And I feel like such a failure. And it just hurts. And I just want to connect with other people that are going through this. I just feel like there's somebody out there that understands. And, I hope that we can create a community that can embrace each other and support each other and not tear each other down. When you're going through illnesses, you just need all the support you can get, and I want to be here for others, to be their support as well. And I don't know, like, I don't know, I lost my train of thought. I just feel like maybe sharing this might help somebody, and I would love that. And I hope to connect with someone out there, with many of you, and just, tag along with me on my journey of chronic illness. And hopefully, I'll get some answers, and maybe by chronicling all of this, maybe I can help somebody out there. Oops. Find the help that they need, or the support that they want or need. I'm really at a loss for words at this point. but I hope to continue posting and, sharing like, my meals, or like what I do for pain, because I am a recovering addict. I do not take any narcotic painkillers, so no opiates, none of that. I just take, I just take my ibuprofen 800 that my doctor prescribed to me, which is just a very strong form of ibuprofen. And I take it with omeprazole, so it won't cause as much damage to my digestive system, which is already like a mess. I've managed to lose nearly 25 pounds in the past, let's see, 6 weeks, and that's really not even trying to lose it at this point. It just is coming off, which I would have loved in the past, but right now, like, it terrifies me, because I normally don't lose weight easy like that, and I just know there's something wrong. So that added stress of like food and eating and being able to eat, being able to retain the nutrients, like, is so important, and it's become another stressor in my life. So yeah, like, I'm just hoping to hopefully decompress, somehow, like, this can be my journal, and I hope that it'll just, help heal me a little bit, because I'm at a point where I don't know what else to do with these emotions, and with this fear, and this sadness that I have. And yeah, I'm not like super young, but I'm not old either. I'm 37. I should be healthy and happy, and like being that, it's stereotypical like soccer mom or whatever, and I'm not, and that's okay, because those are just things society like puts on us. But it's still, being a good mom is so important to me, and having an illness like this, I feel, gets in the way of me being the best mom I can be, and I just do the best that I can when I can, as awful as that sounds. But yeah, hopefully, we can all hang out together and share recipes, remedies, different things, help each other out, point each other in the right direction. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching, for those of you that did watch till the end, and I hope to be back soon with some not so depressing content. Love you guys. Bye.